Ayup, we pause our woodland adventures for a world exclusive. We lift the veil and get full transparency on what I earned on YouTube in 2022. It's freezing here, so I'll get to the point. So how much did I earn on YouTube in my first year? So I guess the first one you can come to is ad revenue on YouTube. Well, herein lies a bit of a problem, because you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 watch hours to be monetized on YouTube. Well, of course, as of this point, which is January 2023, I'm nowhere near that. We are what could describe as a micro nano channel. Bit niche, you could say. We've not quite made the 1,000 subscribers yet. That means that I've earned nothing from YouTube ad revenue. However, that's not to say I didn't earn anything on YouTube. In the early days, watching lots of different tips on YouTube, I realised that there's some ways you can earn a little bit off YouTube, but in an indirect method. And one of those was called Buy Me a Coffee. There's different ways you can set up that sort of system where people send you a gift for the time and effort and the things that they learn on YouTube. And for me, I looked into it and I went for Buy Me a Coffee. So what I earned off Buy Me a Coffee in gross, this is before the fees they take off, was £65. So that's you subscribers kindly giving me just a little bit of money via the Buy Me a Coffee system, and that totaled £65 for the year. There was something else I set up quite early on when I started my video recordings, and that's called the Amazon affiliate system. When I use a product, I can provide a link in the descriptions below. You can click on those links and it will take you to the Amazon page where that product can be purchased. That doesn't cost you any more than it would do if you went direct to Amazon, but it just means I get about 3 pence for every purchase. So via the Amazon affiliate links, I've earned in 2022 £6, which actually really surprised me. Now I can't claim that money because I think you have to have like £10 and more for them to send you it. So it's in a holding account and I haven't actually earned that money yet, but maybe one day it'll come through. So as a grand total, I've earned £71 by making videos on YouTube. There's a slightly more indirect method that I've earned money via YouTube, and that was one of my very first videos, which is a little 5-minute video of me collecting hazel and making a hazel panel. And it's the most popular video, and it's the one I don't actually talk in, which might be telling me something. But that, 19,000, nearly 20,000 people have watched that so far, which is quite incredible. Really, 20,000 people. Because they've watched that, what they've seen is me making hazel panels, and so that has actually, I know for a fact, has given me at least one referral, because the chappie said that he did find me via YouTube and then made an order for the hazel panels. So as an indirect method, it's actually given me work that I do on the videos. The other part of YouTube is what I get back from it. So it's not necessarily how much money I earn in my pocket from YouTube directly, but the connections and the satisfaction and joy I get from actually making the videos themselves. I do love the video editing and I do love the video making, the actual filming of the videos. You can't really put a price on that aspect to it, but I do particularly enjoy that. But of course, what is interesting in all of this is how much has it cost me to put videos on YouTube, which is often a subject that's not really discussed as new YouTubers come onto the platform. I think the main one would be time. The cost in time is quite significant. I tend to do this while I'm at work, so moving the camera, getting the shots, thinking about how I'm going to do it, and the editing process takes hours and hours every week for me. It is a consideration, the cost in time. Then you've got things like the cost of photographic equipment. So I've got an action camera I use, a DJI Action, which is one of the original Osmo Actions. Fantastic camera, and I think that cost me £190. I've also got what I call my B-roll camera, which is my main micro four thirds Panasonic camera. The most I've ever spent on that is about £500 with the camera and the lens. The extras that I bought, things like camera bags and stands and tripods and magnets and anything to do with trying to hold the camera steady, that comes up to a round figure of about £100. And quite early on I realised how difficult it is to edit via a Windows program. I've got a really old computer and it grinds away slowly, and some of the free softwares that you can get on the internet, it just couldn't run them at all. So I did some investigation and asked lots of friends around and about, and they said that the iMovie software on the MacBooks or the iMacs is really good. What I did is I bought a second-hand MacBook Pro from 2017, and that cost me £400, and the software is free, and I still use that today and I get on really well with it. And in addition to that, I can't really remember what else I've bought, but if we total that up, we could be looking at a figure of around about £1,200 for the equipment that I've bought that I use to make YouTube videos. But that's not to say that that money was exclusively used for making YouTube videos, because I do use cameras for holidays, I use the MacBook for other things. It's not a cost that I would say is exclusively to YouTube. In summary, I've earned £71 directly from making videos on YouTube, and cost wise it's cost me about £1,200 to make YouTube videos. Now my goal is in 2023 that hopefully we can get to 1,000 subscribers and reach that critical mark of 4,000 watch hours. And it's only you guys that can help me to do that. So if you haven't already, by all means like, comment, subscribe, watch all my back catalogue of YouTube videos. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It was an interesting little exercise, wasn't it? So I just want to say thanks ever so much for watching. I do appreciate the time and effort you put into having a quick look at what I've earned on YouTube. Nothing revelationary. And if you're able to, try and enjoy some woodland goodness. See you in the next one, guys.